Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today, sorry, I was just checking to make sure that everything was working here. And today, we are playing a Minecraft map. Now, you may be wondering why my face cam is on. It's because I decided that I wanted to do that for this video. We're playing a horror map, and I thought, horror might be a little bit more fun to have my face cam on. But more importantly, you might be wondering, why did I turn on my face cam and leave it so dark? Well, it's dark out where I am. It's not even that late, it's just dark out. My switch is right here, I could turn it on if I want. But I thought it would be more fun to do this in the dark. Plus, it makes me calmer for some reason. I don't know, I prefer the dark anyway. I get to pretend like I'm a vampire. Okay. Yeah, so the haunted house, or the haunt puzzle house. Hold on. Am I mute? Did I mute my volume? There we go. So, this was made by Facading. We are Ariat, the scientist. We're not using cheats or mods, and we don't have any... Oh, shoot, I do have a third-party resource pack. I have, dark inventory. So we gotta find some hidden objects. Kill 3 secret monsters for the mini bonus. Collect 256 frames to unlock the bonus. This is a frame? Oh yeah, it is. Huh. Does this count? Can we just start with that? What do you mean, go home? There's no home to go to. Now, I'm hoping that this is a pretty cool map. I have no idea, though. I also have no idea how long it is. Equipment. Mansion griefer. Some pork chops. And a lantern. Can I put this in my offhand? Does it work in my offhand? Yes, it does. Wonderful. One day, Ariat the scientist discovered a strange invitation to the abandoned house located far outside the city. Why would anyone call him there? Interested, Ariat arrived at the mysterious house in his truck. Okay. Okay, so they have had some fun with texture packs here. This is built in a super flat world, but you can't really tell from the bottom, actually. That's sort of well done. Map creator, facading. Can we take their head? No, we can't. Oh, Can we seriously? Not now? That's kind of sad. So this is our, we're Ghostbusters, apparently. This is our truck. Taking these item frames. Is there one over here? Yes! Haha. And then there's a cool painting there. That's nice. That's fun. Oh, I can't take the painting with me. Alright, we're gonna hold these here so that I can see them. Alright, I gotta stop wasting time here. There's no way that we find all of these, frames, but... After passing through the grate, Ariat heard it slam shut behind him. When Ariat needed to go back, he'll have to look for another way. Seeing someone at the entrance, the scientist walked towards the door of this house. Graves. I feel like on the back of one of these graves, there's going to be something. Also, I have no idea how long this map is, so I might have to edit out some parts. Very nice purple wood. Speaking of, fun-colored wood, cherry blossom wood is looking wonderful. Ooh, locked iron door. Do we have one of those on the other side? Other side? There's vines to get up through there, and I'm thinking, is this going to be locked? No, we can open it. Okay. I know I'm wasting a bit of time here by looking around. Okay, so we do have this over here as well. I'm almost thinking, let's check the vines up here first. Because I know we can get in through there, but I'm curious what's over here or if this will close off later. Oh, okay. Ah. So we got some picture frames for doing this. See, I told you it was worth it. You can get a little sneak peek. Oh, do I not take fall damage? Oh. Oh, that's great. Alright. So let's get in here. Ooh. The Eye of Sauron. And the Grinch. Some crates that we can't open. We can break this. Oh, that goes somewhere. Right, hold on. I'll look around a little bit more. We got a pumpkin, a drawer. Ah. How do you do this? This is cool. I think I know how you would do that, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, this seems to be actually fairly open world. Or else, this leads to a secret mob. Oh, does this lead... Oh, okay. I think I know where this is. Okay. Does this... Oh, okay, that leads there, so... There's a door over there still that we don't know how to get to. Can we go up here? Yes we can. There's no doors to go through, but there is this. This is a pretty big painting. And let's see. We can reach this painting, too. Alright. This pumpkin looks odd. Hello. Alright. Let's, Sorry, my face is a bit itchy here. Let's proceed through the game properly. I've wasted enough time, I swear. I've wasted enough time. I say as I waste more time. Alright. Finding the only open door, Harriet went to the most damaged side of the house. The strange, ghostly villager seemed to want to take him somewhere. I hope you guys like the voice I'm giving him. That painting doesn't lead to anywhere, I don't think. Don't think there's space for it to, actually. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. Let's do here. Okay, a lot of banners. Can't do anything with that door. Ah, there's a chest, but we cannot open it. Can we break it? No. Rotting planks, glass pane. Interesting. So we can break this. Yes. I don't know why we need to break that. I guess we'll find out later. Okay, we got a couple more frames here. You know, there's 4 stacks of these, so I was originally worried about how long the map would be if there were 4 stacks. But they seem to put them together, so... Okay, so this person seems to know how to use commands, so there must be a reason that they gave us food instead of just giving us saturation. So... Seems like we have to do something in here. Or is there a window that we can break to actually... Oh, there is. There totally is. Alright, hold on. Through here. Oh, how do you get up there? You know what? Maybe it's not worth worrying about these paintings. I'm gonna collect them to see how many we can get, but I don't even know how you get some of these. The heck does that mean? Fortitude. What the heavens? Okay, we can go back to the front now. Yeah, this was really important to do. I can see that now. I can totally see exactly why we were told to go out here. there's another chest here. So, there's unopenable chests. Vines. No, I'm going crazy. There aren't vines. Okay, so surely we have to do something out here then, because we can't do anything in here that I can see. Like, we can't go through this painting. So what can we do out here? Because we can't break this. Glass and glass panes. Huh. Do we need to go up there? Like, is that an actual thing that needs to happen right now? Because I don't even know how you would do that. Like, we can climb up here, right? Great, and all. How long is that jump? I don't know. That's a 5-block jump. I can't pull that off. I can barely pull off a 4-block jump. Yeah, you know what? One more shot at that. Ah. Okay. You see, what are you looking at? What am I trying to do here? Because there's 2 places we can go. We can go out here, right? Which we saw. Is there, like, something behind these that I need to interact with? I don't know how to get up. I don't even know. Maybe we're supposed to have to go down later? Okay, so we open that, and let's just go out to the front. Came in through that door, then we go through this door. Oh! Ooh. Okay. I missed this. Whoa. There we go. Let me break this stuff. Let me break it all. Oh. Okay. Huh. Right, hold on. There's something in here. I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Down, up, up, down, up, down. There's not that many levers. Are these labeled with something? Oh, there are. Down, up, up, down, up, down. So then, does that open up something up here? Because this is where we saw the redstone mechanism. Down, up, up, down, up, down. Okay, so this isn't where it interacts. So it opened up one of the iron doors then. Oh, this iron door. Okay. So there's a ghost. The scientist, supposedly. That doesn't make much sense to us, but we look to understand. We look to learn. Right, that is what science is all about, folks. It's learning. Who knows why there are door puzzles in this house? Lost in thought, Arya dropped his bow and arrow, and they fell deep through a gap between the planks. No, this is pretty solid woods. Now our ghost friend is gone. You need to come back, mate. I don't know. I don't know where you are. But you've disappeared on me. So this opens all the doors in this hallway. And this is ladder parkour. Hopefully not as bad as the last time I did ladder parkour, which is in a video that you guys have not seen yet. It is currently being edited. Item frame, wonderful. Okay. Now, despite the factor, hold on, I'm curious. If we got rid of this, like, yeah, even without this, it's fairly well lit up. I'm gonna keep this, though. Can we open all of these? Yeah, there we go. Item frame, some food, an item frame, dirty water. Oh, okay. And then here. Okay, so let's actually just step in here. Are we trapped? Did this go poorly immediately? Oh, okay. Huh. So then what? The item frames here. But we can't leave through here, can we? Okay, was it just like whatever choice I made was final? Is that what's going on here? Okay, and I think I was probably right here, right? Where we can come through here. Okay, is there any vines that we can reach? No. So we can't go back through though, right? None of them? Okay. Ah! Hold on. Elliot the scientist was not afraid of ghosts, but he didn't expect such an unexpected attack. That is why it was unexpected, you see, for he did not expect it. Had the ghostly villager lured him into a trap, the ghostly villager that he had only actually noticed in the puzzle room? We will never know. I am burning, by the way. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, I'm hungry. Give me like 60 seconds. Actually, it sounds like you guys are, 3 blocks tall. So if I just stand here, will you come for me? You should. Hold on. Where are you? See? I was right. And then you two. Yours. Oh, there's only 2 of them. They're just all holding a bunch of swords. No wonder it was so easy to defeat them. Now, Ariat was thoroughly confused, as he had just fought what he thought was 4. It was 3, apparently, by the way. And he only thought that they were 4 because he didn't notice this one till just now. Ooh. Gotta take that. I'm not stuck here. Good. Wonderful. Now this takes us back to our ghostly friend who keeps being annoying. Can I kill you? No. Wonderful. Library Smasher. It can break bookshelves. It can break bookshelves, you say? So we're backtracking a little bit here. I know none of you want. Oh, I can't back. I can backtrack. We don't take fall damage. It was where was it? First room here. In here. Okay. Right. Need to not do that. Right here. Yes! I knew that would pay off. I actually didn't know. I just hoped. I dreamed and hoped. My hopes and dreams. They paid off, you know. Alright, is there some in the first room that I can take then? I don't think there were, but maybe. Hello, Jonathan. I've named you Jonathan now, by the way. Live with it. And then, is there a door up here that's open so that I can quick travel? No, wait. Did I accidentally follow a linear progression of the story? Oh, he's gone. Okay, never mind then. There's no way I followed the linear progression of the story. He's not here anymore. I don't want to just break random bookshelves, so I'm not going to. Going through here brings us up into here, right? Okay. Alright, let's get back on track, folks. I know that I'm the one that is leading us off track, but come on, hold it together. No, I'm joking around. You know, I wonder if I'll even edit this one if it's not like the last map. I got very frustrated and I did not want to release that. Just a video of me getting frustrated. So we're editing it down and... You're a secret monster! Supposedly I got an achievement for slaughtering you. Hopefully YouTube's algorithm is kinder to this video. Okay. Wait, we're back here? Hold on. We went through this door. Didn't even notice that this was here. This brings us outside. Rest in peace to... The scientist fell into the grave to inspect the chest, but it turned out to be a trap. We've been getting achievements for this. New Crusher, expand the possibilities of destruction. Fear not, it was just a dream. No, we are still very dead, actually. Oh, okay, there we go. It's back. Our light is back. Alright, we should have gone to this door first, you know, the one... Or actually... Okay, now, we're gonna go do that all again. I'm sure this definitely makes for exciting gameplay, right guys? You enjoy this? Can't get back up there. Hey, I'm falling back into the trap. I can't kill you, so, you know, just take care of it. Thanks. Alright, and... Oh, wait, we can't go through there. What did I do that for? We can't do anything with those chests up there, so... Man, I just wasted a bunch of time. No, we have already been through there. I remember. I swear, I have a memory. Okay? I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I just know that it's there. So this is where we got this. Library Smasher. And then he went through here. No, it's clear. The one who leads him also did not expect an assault. Having received a new axe, Ariat figured out that it's needed to open a hidden passage behind the bookshelves. Do I make a very convincing storyteller in the dark? I wonder. Now, which bookshelves need we leave through? Well, one would expect that it's not this bookshelf, but I've immediately not regretted that. Anyways, Ariat, being the person that he is, decides to inspect every single bookshelf in the building. Because that is what Ariat does. Ariat is a very patient man. We will find out if his viewers are also patient. And as such, Ariat goes to where he expects the actual path to be. You see, Ariat is wrong because Ariat is not very smart. So Ariat decides to walk around, as someone does an annoying narrator voice for more time than was really expected of him. Nonetheless, he does this, despite the fact that absolutely nobody but him finds it amusing. So Harriet goes about breaking every single bookshelf that he can see because he has nothing else to do with his time. It has failed many, many times, but Harriet still does it because he has no idea what else he is supposed to do. So Harriet decides to begin to ponder his name. Why is he called Harriet? And why does he choose to go through this non-linear progression? And how do I get into there? Why does it look interesting? Are we going to be there later? These are all questions that Harriet wishes answers for. Answers that he will not get because he has not made it far enough through the map. As such, Harriet goes back to searching. Searching for what? We must ask ourselves. We are unsure. Maybe the doorway was through this bookshelf that was actually in the room with the axe. But Harriet had decided not to check first, because Harriet is insane. Turns out that Harriet was right to not check here first. All that lived there was a couple of picture frames that he decided to promptly collect. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't make sense if it were in here to Harriet, as the message only played once he had left the room. But now Harriet was beginning to get desperate. You see, Harriet did not like having a narrator narrate everything he did. And as such, he began to break every single bookshelf he could see, in hopes that maybe one would reveal the doorway to him. Alright, should I quit that bit? I have no idea if that's annoying to you guys, but I'm having fun with it, so. And now we see Harriet is in a library, I think. Honestly, I have no idea. This is either a library or an office. There's rotting wood over here. Viewership's gonna drop in the first 30 seconds anyway. It doesn't matter what I do. Well, that did not go well. Oh, come on, that joke was funny. Actually, it wasn't even a joke, but give me the benefit of the doubt. I have no idea where I am or what I am doing. And all of a sudden I find a lever by opening the first bookshelf that I see. No way did Harriet pull that off. You see, it was not expected that Harriet would be any good at this. And that expectation was true for the most part. So why then did Harriet succeed? Should he not have continued to fail? Well, you see, to succeed he would have to be able to find what that lever opened. I'm having way too much fun with this voice. So he travels the halls looking for previously locked rooms, where he discovers that nothing has changed because Harriet... Wait a minute, we couldn't get here before. Oh wait, we totally could. Am I that tired? Wait, I'm not even tired. What am I talking about? Seems like our narrator has had an existential crisis. And yes, the narrator is talking in the third person. Nobody knows exactly why the narrator decided that to be reasonable, but the narrator does what the narrator chooses because no one actually sticks around to watch YouTube videos for long enough for it to matter. And so, Harriet continues to break bookshelves without a care in the world as to what that may do. For you see, Harriet was not a bright man. Harriet was a confused man. And although some may argue that there is no difference between the two, I, the narrator, have decided that there is a difference here. And Harriet, as such, found the iron door. He did, however, decide to check a couple more bookshelves just to make sure he did not leave anything behind. What? Do I? Another puzzle room. These pumpkins on the wall indicate some combinations. The scientists guessed the only one of them would open the door, and began to push the slimes onto the pressure plates. Alright, well, let's look at these, alright? Anything that's doubled up, so slime ball, can't be that. Clay, can't be that. Stick, ooh, that stick is different from that stick. Interesting. Because there's two webs as well, right? And all of these are labeled. So I would think it's one of the two sticks, because those are the only two that are, like, really different. So we need one of you. I swear I'm a great fisher. I mean, in real life, I never actually catch any fish, but that's just normal for fishing, alright? That's nothing new to anyone. Oh! What? Okay. Could we have not turned these guys' AIs off? So do I need to remember what it showed? Because I really don't remember it super well, but I kinda do. Okay. Or, How did I get into this room, by the way? What door was it? So I guess, what, it's not that. So then if that's like that, we can fling you. Can come right over here, my good friend. That's right, you're coming with me. I don't know, I kinda wish I knew what I was looking for. What the? Yeah, cause... Huh. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Maybe I'm not good at solving puzzles. I like to say I am, but maybe I'm just not, you know? Okay. Huh. Okay. Do we just need to turn all these off, maybe? Like, if I bring you over here... Or does it need to be all of a specific type? I don't know what I actually need to do. But we're gonna find out. Okay. Take note, folks. Apparently, some of these just turn off. I guess, is it turning off the longer that I take to try and help me out? Because 3 are off now. None of the doors are open. Do I need to... No, we've done that pattern before. Unless we need to do it from that perspective. You know, let's try bringing you up here, my good friend. My good friend, we're gonna call you Jeffrey. You're gonna be Herman. You're gonna be Charlie. And this has changed to nothing, though. Now what if I become a good fisher? Okay. Then we're just gonna fling you a couple. Because I don't know if I need to do this based on end or what. I don't know what perspective. Is that what those are for? Those things. Ah. The items in the invisible item frames, which is a wonderful feature of Minecraft, and I love it. Like, so hold on then. Yes! Okay. So this just got me some of these, but now I know what I'm doing. From the perspective of the item. So right here. So you need to stay there. I think you're Herman. No, this is Charlie that I'm moving now. So that one's Jeffrey, I think. Which means you are Herbert, right? You're Herbert? Well, Herbert. Wait, I didn't name any of them Herbert. Herman. Swear, I know all your guys' names. I promise. I promise I know your names. What does that mean? Maybe you need to be up here. Because it's going to be one of these doors. But that might be the door that I came through. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think we came through that door. Really shuffling you guys around. I'm not going to be able to tell who is who soon, you know? You need... Wait. Okay. That's him. You just need to move over a block to be right there. Okay, that didn't unlock that door, but does prove my concept. So I'll take what I can get from there. And then you need to move over here. Charlie. Come on, work with me, buddy. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's perspective from here. So you're one block too far. Okay. Then you have to move over one block. I think I'm starting to understand this puzzle, which is sad, because I'm just figuring it out now. What we even have to do. So, like, from here, you need to be there. You need to be all the way over here. And you need to be back a block. Is that not right? You know what? You're on the wrong side here. Oh, and we've gotten another item frame. So, you're Herman, I think. Herman, get over here. Come on, mate. Someone's gonna actually keep track. If someone's this far through the video, like, someone's actually decided to sit through this and watch. You're gonna keep... Hopefully you're keeping track of which slime is which. It's like this one part of the video. But it's gonna be a beautiful joke, I swear. Okay? It'll be the greatest joke you'll ever see. There is one code left! Come on! And it's one that I tried from the incorrect perspective earlier. It's a sad day, I have to admit. I managed to try every code except the right one. Oh my goodness, that was actually it. Welcome to the Hallway of Doom, where the narrator is back because he did not like hearing Harriet suffer so long, so he left earlier. Why are we here? Okay. It appears that our wonderful Harriet has decided that he is going to go. What is Harriet going to do, we wonder? It appears that Harriet does not even know his plan, for you see, he can go through this window and end up in this hallway that he probably doesn't need to be in yet. As a matter of fact, he can't be in yet, because you see, Harriet is gotten somewhere that he does not need to be. And so, Harriet, being the wonderful he is, or she is, we're just referred to as the scientist. So, I don't think the character actually has a gender, which is totally fine with me. I just need to actually get back to where we were now. This is the wrong direction that Harriet needed to go. You see, Harriet was not all that sharp. Back through here to this door here, through here, into here, through the right door. It's a very poorly lit area. That is something that Harriet notes when he walks through it and continues to destroy bookshelves like a madman. It appears that Harriet may need a psychiatrist. You see, he may be a scientist, but he has no idea what he is doing. If someone finds this bit funny, please tell me, okay? I don't even... What am I trying to do here? Hello there. Maybe that was where we needed to go. You know what? Maybe it was. Because I can't do anything else up here, I don't think. So Harriet jumps through the window with no regard for his safety. Again. And now, when Harriet arrives, he notices a fragile staircase, some paintings, and a bookshelf that he didn't destroy earlier. Is there actually no reason for me to be here? Like, I'm trying. I swear. I am trying to figure out where to go. Like, do I need to get up there somehow? This room is engulfed in flames, by the way. Maybe I need to get up. No, those aren't... Maybe Harriet needs to go back to school so that he can learn what he is doing with his life. Of course, Harriet was not going to do that because Harriet was stubborn and wanted to figure this out by himself. This is what he said 5 minutes before he went mad with insanity. I really love doing this voice. Why is this the voice I gave our narrator? I don't know. But, you know. Now, with his newfound sense of lack of sanity, he goes galloping through the hall and decides to destroy more bookshelves to try and figure out what he is doing. This did not help, so instead he decides to inspect the floor because that has been important before. But it appeared that the floor was a floor, and that Harriet was just wasting time, trying to cover up the fact that he did not know what he was supposed to do. So, Harriet realized that he can't actually leave this room. He does not know how. Despite the fact that the door is right here, closed behind him, I think. I think that's the right door. One of the doors closed behind him, okay? I don't know which. Am I going crazy? Oh, why have I... Okay, sorry. I've been using my mouse pad this whole time. But I actually have my mouse with me for this video. I am so sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm apologizing to you. I'm the one that made it harder on me. I am curious what mob they've used to do this. It sounds like a zombie, and then they've played a particle effect there too. So, now being thoroughly confused, Harriet goes back downstairs again, despite the fact that he knows fully well that, oh, never mind, Harriet's just dumb. So Harriet climbs down to the secret area that he did not notice before because Harriet is a blind person. He also noticed that he can actually go through the window at the end of the hallway. Anti-nitron. Yep, that's hold on, sorry. Oh, I've been recording for a while here. Okay, it's true, I have. Anyway. Well, that looks mildly important. So, of course, Harriet, being the person that he is, will immediately ignore it and check everywhere else first. And then apparently, I don't know what just happened, I guess, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, there's a lot of levers in here. Do I need to flip? Oh. Personally, I would have used a command block to make it so that they were constantly looking at you. Harriet went through many corridors, climbing in and out of windows. When the door opened, the scientist was disappointed that the door leads to the corridor where he already was. Actually, the lever opened not only this door, but another nearby. No, hold on. That's... Huh, okay. We're in this hole. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Ooh. 3. Do I have to check all of these? Like, yeah, I do. I totally do. Hello, friendly ghost that I have decided to name Gerald. We sit in a room full of one too many bookshelves. So Harriet goes systematically breaking every single one in a straight line in front of his face. This is because yep, it's Arius, guys. It's Arius. And he's going to do that all the way here, because he's hoping he does not have to deal with cobwebs at some point along this corridor. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't. Why is that unfortunate for him? Because the narrator thought that he did. The narrator and him are not the same person. I swear you cannot prove me wrong. It's definitely not just the person controlling Harriet trying to make as many bad jokes as he can, and then realizing that he has made a mistake. That would be insane, now wouldn't it? Who would do such a thing? Aha! Harriet has found the letter H. This tells us the first letter of the ghost, he decided. Harriet, bursting with excitement, runs out the door, remembering that he is a leather, yes. Harriet speaks the English language fluently. Did you know that about Harriet? I did not. But I also don't speak the English language fluently, apparently, so. Apparently, due to these strange ghosts, one room was cursed. Harriet the scientist did not know how to get out, but in fact, he only needed to find 3 levers there to open the exit doors. Starting with... Oh, come on, this is way too many cobwebs. Yeah, they're a great building tool, especially for haunted things. Do they need to slow you down this much, though? It's a little bit extreme. And Harriet has found not what he was looking for, but instead frames. It almost appears that the narrator's joke... Man, how have I messed up this joke twice already? That the narrator was framed for being funny, and as a matter of fact, had not done anything like that. There we go. Saved it. I told you guys I'm funny. Harriet believes that he is going to need to start breaking bookshelves. This was in fact not true, and Harriet just has an addiction. Now knowing that he is going to break every single bookshelf in this room, Harriet goes collecting frames, while spamming on his mouse way too much. Harriet continues to search. He doesn't actually know what he is searching for. Harriet's not that smart. I think we've covered this already, actually. But whatever. Let the narrator make his jokes. We have collected a lot of planks. Wait, there's a lever here. Wonderful. So now that Harriet had found a lever... Man, I'm talking too fast and too much to apparently know how to pronounce things, guys. I am so sorry that I keep messing up. But whatever, it's like one of you is still going to be watching this video this far in, so to the one of you still watching, thanks for watching still. I know that I've made so many mistakes in this video, and it's probably going to be a longer video, because believe it or not, I don't actually have much time to edit this video. This is being recorded, like, very soon to when it needs to come out. Now that Harriet had flipped 2 levers, I keep saying it. I am so sorry I keep butchering this. Wow, Harriet found 3 levers, in areas that he could have sworn he had searched before. It's almost as if they had appeared after he had found others. Now realizing that Harriet had no idea if his face is actually being visible by the webcam, it has. As a matter of fact, it's looking very blue. That may only be because at the moment that I was checking, I was in a very blue screen. When Harriet walked out of the cursed room to the staircase, he felt a chill coming from above. The ghost villager led him there. I'm opening this door first, okay? Well, it wasn't worth opening. Let's go, ghost. Ooh, gold blocks. Wonder if those are going to be important. Okay, and then the ghost goes through there. Okay. Okay, come on, that's the best I've ever done at parkour, guys. You gotta give me credit there. I mean, sure, I didn't actually jump once. But I'm not good at parkour, okay? Give me what I can get. Harriet continues making stupid jokes. As if he's actually funny. He is not. But he tries, because that's what he does. He tries, despite getting immensely frustrated at parkour maps, and never wanting to play one again. But he knows he will someday, because that video is going to end up, by some cruel twist of fate, being the best performing video he ever makes. And as such, if he wishes to continue to make people laugh, he will make more parkour videos. But Harriet does not need to worry about that yet, because the video is still in production. That's right, despite being filmed in one take. It needs way more editing, because he got very frustrated, and although he never said anything bad, the video is also an hour and 30 minutes. Why are we in this room? Like, ooh, we can break glass that we can't get up. Actually, we totally can, I think. No, we can't. How do we... Well, I am, I should make... Aha! Bookshelves! Harriet knew just what to do. Oh my goodness. Is this gonna work, like, almost every time? I'm starting to get worried. Harriet believed that the ice nearby appeared because of the ghosts. Apparently, this strange chair somehow attracts them. It seems that its pressure plate was missing. However, the scientists should not be worried about this right now. Another machine in this room was hiding something important inside. So instead of actually thinking anything through, he starts flipping switches like a madman. And also apparently finding some frames. This machine was incredibly loud. But Harriet did not care. And he found slime blocks that can be placed on different colors of glass. There we go. Oh, there we go. That one did save. I was wondering if it had glitched and I was gonna lose it. And all of a sudden, the machine stopped. Oh, but Harriet did not notice a not pressure plate. Harriet is secretly, not smart. Did you know that? I bet you did. Probably because Harriet has made the same joke multiple times already. And now, Harriet can destroy packed ice. That was not packed ice. Harriet now leaves the room, bored of whatever that room was doing. And now he searches through furnaces because he is Harriet. He also decides to break some other ice. He finds a door. How nice. Harriet continues making bad jokes like he's funny. But instead of continuing through where he was obviously supposed to go, Harriet remembered something. It wasn't important or anything, he just remembered it, okay? I never claimed that it was important. Harriet does not remember important things. That would be unlike Harriet, who had just gotten lost on his way to the room, because Harriet is not that bright. And so, Harriet literally goes back around to where he was before, and he begins searching for the staircase. The one staircase that he truly cared about, because he knew that he could get somewhere mildly interesting and maybe collect a couple of pictures. It appears that Harriet did not care about the linear progression of the map. This, of course, was fine. No one cared about Harriet either. So he continued on where he was going. And then he realized that, he needed to go back out because he forgot where he was going. And, yeah, Harriet's like, really stupid. Like, I've even dropped the voice. I'm in that much defeat at myself. And so, Harriet goes back up the staircase and goes through a different door. This door had some packed ice nearby. This door was the only door that Harriet actually cared about. You see, Harriet does not care about important things. Because through here... Ooh, look. Ice. A pickaxe against the ice, the ghost villager seemed to want to take Harriet to the main stairs again to break the ice there. Well, wait, have I picked, like, the right direction and such? Have I accidentally gone the right way? That's actually kind of hilarious. It appears that Harriet was smarter than he believed. For through his quest to do something very non-consequential, he has done exactly what the ghost has desired from him. And so, Harriet leaves and collects picture frames, because this is what Harriet cares about in life. Harriet knows that he cannot make that jump. He is not skilled enough at parkour, and so he quits while he is ahead, knowing that he will likely end missing things. Pickaxe against the ice. Well, although Harriet had no idea what that meant, he has decided to listen to the ghost. And then he realized he couldn't actually get there, and he needed to go back through where he was before. Harriet really needs to learn how to do better. Harriet was curious on why he kept getting insulted, and then Harriet realized that he has actually ended up in the right area. So he opens things. And then he ends up in a puzzle room, a redstone puzzle room. Harriet's first goal, he decided, was to remove the ice, despite the fact that he knew exactly what type of puzzle this was. So Harriet goes through and clears out everything so that he can work without ice even having a chance of getting in the way. This was because Harriet liked working in calmer environments. How am I supposed to get... Oh, there we go. It dropped. Harriet was about to get very annoyed at a picture. But it turned out that Harriet was just impatient. Harriet needs to learn how to be patient. Have we actually narrated most of this video like this? Yes. What happens? Harriet saw a very strange way to open a block door. Okay. Great. Glad to hear it, Harriet. So that just opens the door. Can I don't know if I'm that fast. Oh. See, Harriet gets easily distracted. This is because Harriet is secretly a completionist at video games, and despite knowing that he will not succeed, Harriet still wants to try his best. And try he does to just activate a couple of pistons. It turns out that Harriet is not very good at this. What happens, again, when we just activate it? Everything shifts, but that remains active because it is still powered by that redstone block, which is what Harriet tries to remove. Like a pro gamer, Harriet succeeds. Oh, come on, Harriet shouts as he accidentally unactivates his mechanism. And now Harriet realizes that he's overcomplicating things and that the machine probably works now. but that Harriet also must sprint. Then Harriet wondered, is what the ghostly villager wants to show worth such problems? A burning room was especially dangerous, but since he had already walked around most of the house, he should not give up the search. Harriet knew that this was pointless to give up, for he was too much of a completionist, and therefore burned. Harriet burned for his choices, apparently, because it turns out the person who was controlling Harriet was not Harriet at all, but someone who does not know how to do parkour. Harriet was expecting to burn to death, but it turns out that the person controlling Harriet, despite not understanding basic parkour, knew how to eat food. Despite all this, Harriet died. I almost timed that perfectly. I'm happy with myself there. Harriet was getting very annoyed of all the smoke in the room. He considered just standing there and burning. But Harriet knew that it was not worth the trouble. Never mind, maybe it is. Harriet Burns. That is the character's last name now. Harriet Burns. Spelt with an E because with a U it seems like a pun. That may be because it is a pun, but nonetheless, the narrator does not care. For you see, the narrator was just paid to narrate. Despite the fact that he was not actually paid at all. The narrator made no money whatsoever. This did not bother Harriet, of course, because Harriet is just Harriet, and he just does Harriet things. These are dispensers. Sorry, my computer was just yelling at me. That's right, your humble narrator that you can see the face of and can see that he is on a computer is indeed on a computer. A computer that yells at him. Now why did the computer yell at Harriet, we will never know. Maybe it's because Harriet had just played a Minecraft map for an hour and 8 minutes so far. And with that in mind, Harriet realized he did not plan to stop until he was done. This may sound unhealthy, and that's because it absolutely was, but Harriet had work to do. So Harriet did what Harriet does. He worked. To try and solve... Omega. These are the Omega shears, folks. They're used for making bad jokes. Did you know that? And this can break dispensers, but of course, Harriet did not care. He only wanted to break 2. Turned out that Harriet was going to have to break at least 2 more. But first, Harriet noticed more picture frames. Harriet could no longer keep up with the number of picture frames that he was acclaiming. But this did not bother Harriet, because Harriet would collect more. It turned out that Harriet was correct in his expectation that the map would not necessarily be short, but it appears to be shorter than he initially expected. There's also some that Harriet actually lost when it comes to the picture frames. Almost as if Harriet does not know what he is doing. But that couldn't be right. Surely not. Harriet is, of course, the least competent person here. But no one would tell you that, for they were kind to Harriet. Except they weren't, and Harriet just made that up. The narrator actually doesn't like Harriet at all, just tolerates Harriet because it is his job. So Harriet goes around all day just breaking random pieces of ice. Yes, this is ice. Harriet, remember, Harriet needs to learn to listen to his computer, because otherwise it dies. And then his mouse stops working. Is this... Come on. Apparently, Harriet was having a difficult time getting his mouse to work, and was now replugging it back in, except it was dark, so it took him a second to find the USB. And then he actually has to figure out... There we go. Off. On. It appears that Harriet could no longer use his mouse, because Harriet had let his computer die. This would teach Harriet to not listen to his computer. This is actually kind of annoying now. This sure is going to teach me not to listen to my computer. There we go. Harriet continues, letting the narrator narrate in a stupid way because he does not really care what the narrator does with the narrator's day. And all of a sudden the narrator sounded like he was making a Dr. Seuss joke with how everything rhymed what he said. Well, shoot. It appears that Harriet is soon going to be dead. Of course, none of these jokes actually made sense on their own, and it seemed more like he was focusing on rhyming at all. So Harriet continued on his way, expecting not to die or suffer. So he made his way towards the ghost. What a bummer. Harriet needs to learn how to walk through doors. Here it is, the source of the ghost. Oh wait, it turned out to be squids. It seems even the ghostly villager did not know where they came from. Squids? And now we're breaking... Okay, does this... We're breaking mossy cobblestone. There we go. Hello, good sire. Harriet's narrator had decided that he was going to do an even more stupid voice than before, but he quickly quit it before he realized that it was much more difficult to do. Despite it being difficult to do, that did not prevent him from going back to the narrator's old voice. The narrator continued to make his stupid jokes without a care in the world, because the narrator did just that, not care. The narrator did not know whether Harriet was supposed to be in this room or not, but the ghost was here, so everything should have been fine. Harriet collected picture frames as he wandered through the halls aimlessly, almost as if he did not have a plan, but all of a sudden he could open a treasure chest. "That's grand!" he yells out, making quite a shout, but it doesn't matter. You see, Harriet is just Harriet. Harriet has set fire to the room. It was recommended that Harriet were to leave soon, but Harriet does not know how to leave. He has no sense of urgency, so Harriet walks around, breaking everything he sees. Harriet does not know why he sings any part of this, but it turns out it wasn't Harriet, but the narrator who had done all of it. So Harriet continued moving forward without a greater scheme. Harriet looked for a treasure chest, as it would seem that one would be important somewhere, but he didn't know where. So Harriet tried to look for a door that might lead somewhere. Harriet realized that he can actually jump on top now, and realized that there's maybe no door at all now. Oh, but here's one is. It's got a bunch of item frames, but to Harriet, well, you could say that that is all the same. Harriet does not know why the narrator insists on singing. He's not even very good, but it's causing his ear to start ringing. Maybe the narrator should stop. But then again, maybe not. As a matter of fact, if it truly annoyed Harriet, then the narrator would not stop at all. For the narrator was very much so going for being annoying. And all of a sudden, Harriet was in this room, with a massive staircase. Harriet did not know what he was doing. Harriet was just Harriet. But then Harriet quickly realized that he could destroy this. Don't shoot her. Almost seems like it was a reference to something. Harriet did not know what. But maybe some helpful person listening to the narrator might know. Of course. Antiques deleter. Okay, maybe these aren't puns. Maybe they're just things. And we can see the map creator's head again. It's quite beautiful. But I wouldn't want to remove it twice. After all, I don't even have a shot with this one. Oh, he's also... I think he... Is he in... No, that's just Sherlock Holmes, I think. Never mind. Ignore everything the narrator has to say. Except the narrator didn't say that Elliot did on this day. The narrator continues looking around. Harriet thinks that this is... Yes. Yes, Harriet has realized that he has not made a great mistake, and that this was exactly what he needed to do. But Harriet was not smart enough to realize that he needed to move from room to room. Now this map was seeming like it was starting to get rather long, but Harriet didn't care. He went and continued to move on. Despite that, Harriet did not know what he needed to do. He looked for a source of power. Yes, this seems new. The house was full of strange, primitive mechanisms, as if someone wanted to make it difficult to move around the house. Those pistons near the window had to be turned on in order to climb higher. Harriet did not care. Harriet really didn't want to climb higher. Harriet just wanted to get on with his day. Then again, Harriet was also a liar. Harriet was unsure what purpose that had, but he did it anyway. Oh no, are there going to be multiple of those in here? It's not worth finding these. It really isn't. They're all out of the way, and... Well, it appeared that Harriet had to delete some more antiques. As a matter of fact, to get the redstone to continue to run, he would need everything that he had to complete. It was odd, actually, as a matter of fact, that Harriet would need all these things. Almost like it was a grandiose moment. But Harriet was not entirely sure if that was true. To him, this was all new. Harriet had done exactly as he was told. And now his jokes, they were starting to get old. Harriet was now good at parkour, and he didn't want to go that way, he just wanted to move forward. But Harriet doesn't know how to do that, you shout, as you continue to pout at the possibility that he's running out of time for the video to progress. Nonetheless, Harriet realized he just made a massive mistake. But Harriet did not care, because Harriet was just Harriet, and Harriet had no hair. Harriet also realized that he had no idea where he was going. Almost as if Harriet didn't actually have a plan. How annoying. So Harriet decides to go a different direction, as if that would change anything from his misconceptions. And Harriet just got minorly scared by a chain. Not jump scared, no, just minorly scared. A jump scare would require Harriet to jump. Harriet did not jump. He fell. There is a difference. And Harriet could tell you all about that difference in great detail, as if that wouldn't make it sound like he was scared by a chain. But Harriet continues on, jumping around like it mattered, as if he wasn't going to fall anyway. And he did just that. He fell, because that's all that Harriet does. Harriet does a lot of falling. He also does a lot of time wasting. He wonders how much longer he's going to be. He really is rather curious, and it seems to me like he doesn't actually know what he's doing. Harriet is worried about editing this video, especially after his computer died on him. He was not sure if it was even still recording, but it claimed it was, so he continued moving. Harriet appeared to have finally made it to the correct area with a minor... Oh god, is this... parkour with ghost blocks? Ah, man. I do not want to do that. Hopefully, Harriet did not have to. He decided to look at where they led. He had no idea. Then he realized. It led to an iron door. All these iron doors probably led nowhere. That was probably the point. He had to go through the ghost blocks before it was too late. I'm sorry, is that gas have a melon head? Harriet just fell very far, so he decided to check if he had commands. He did not, but he did not want to redo the parkour any more than he had the first time. Nonetheless, Harriet decided he did not want to cheat, so he continued to redo everything that he had already done. He decided that if he messed up again, he would be very annoyed, but he would still not cheat. Despite the fact that he could barely see the ghost blocks. He could still see them. It was actually a rather creative puzzle in his opinion. Ghost Jumper, we got an achievement for this. You're good at parkour. I am not at all, actually. No, don't tell me this was for nothing. Ah, that hurts. I mean, it wasn't actually that bad a parkour. Alright, so the first layer of doors Harriet had decided were worthless. Harriet was actually not very good at this whole searching through doors carefully thing. Harriet was curious if there was something that would signify what door he had to go through. He was not sure. He actually feared that there wasn't. But he would know soon. There was 2 layers that Harriet had searched through. Seeing nothing, he was gonna get scared soon, as he was having difficulties actually clicking buttons while on a ladder. Then he realized the cobwebs would probably help him, but to him it didn't matter. The thunder is getting increasingly annoying, Harriet says. But he did not care. All he cared was that he was not dead. Harriet was not sure how he was supposed to check the higher-up doors. He was not even sure how he was supposed to get into them. But nonetheless, Harriet tried his best. It wasn't a test, but I digress. Harriet apparently does not know how to climb ladders. How sad. Harriet was getting increasingly frustrated with ladders, and was beginning to think that maybe it wouldn't be too bad to cheat. But he knew that he mustn't succumb to those beliefs. But if Harriet could just learn how to climb a ladder, that would make this go a lot quicker. Harriet decided that if he fell one more time, that he would be willing to cheat. Simply so that the video did not take all year. Isn't that neat? And Harriet also got his mouse working again. Alright, hold on. Yes. And I need to remember to turn it back to, spectator. Okay, now we're just lagging, so. Harriet really just needed to see what was through the doors. He didn't care anymore. One of the two doors Harriet found had nothing. The other one was the one he needed to go through, and it was actually easy to get to, and Harriet, is glad that he never actually succeeded in cheating. Don't tell me I could have just destroyed some blocks. No, I couldn't have. But now Harriet is stuck in a web. Harriet was really hoping that there was not going to be more parkour. Harriet was not a fan of parkour. Harriet has been making it rather confusing whether he is a player or the character. Especially when he said that his computer was dead. Of course, that didn't mean anything. Maybe he was just breaking the fourth wall. No one really knew for sure. There was some colored glass. How nice. Harriet was worried, but he knew exactly where he had to go. It was a long fall, and he knew that it would be. So he waited while the narrator made stupid jokes rather quickly. Harriet realized that the narrator had rhymed a lot later in the video. Harriet did not know why, nor did he care. Harriet really just wanted to get through this cobweb, and was really hoping that this would not take him somewhere that he had already been. The narrator was right. It had seemed like someone had designed this place to be hard to move through. Harriet did not know why. All he knew is that he was going through it. And when Harriet dropped down, he found some doors that were labeled with wooden signs. He also found bookcases, which he broke. At this point, it seemed to be more of a tradition than something important for Harriet to do. Harriet also found that this led to a cold room. There was someone alive in this house. The strange inhabitant looked gloomily at the scientist, not wanting to talk to him. Nothing seemed to surprise him. Harriet had broken a lot of planks, but he realizes now that maybe if he had broken more, then he would have done better at trading for more picture frames. It didn't matter to Harriet. Harriet wondered if those were even necessary. He assumed that they were, or else they wouldn't be sold. Ah, right. Harriet needed the key. And he... Nitron's diary. Alright. I'll just what grave we need to go to. It seemed that there was some hint in this message the scientist has to dig and check it out. I really love watermelons. When I die, I'll take all my wealth with me. Until then, this book is not finished. Naught has died. Until then, Naught is dead. We would like to remind all people attending the funeral that nobody cares about Naught. And that Naught's friend, Harriet, did not want to destroy... That's a lot of wall. It is not worth it. But it does appear that there is a strange love for watermelon in this house. Harriet decided it was time to go grave digging. But first, he had to go down the stairs. He thinks. Harriet's not actually sure where he has to go grave digging, so he decides instead to just hop out the window. Harriet then goes to try and find the grave of Nitron. Or not. I'm not actually sure what we're supposed to call him. I'm gonna call him Jeff. Nitron, Naught. That translates to Jeff in my mind. What about you guys? You guys agree with me? No? Well, that's fine. Because I honestly don't care too much. Is this not? Yes, it is not, I think. I think it is actually meant to be not. We are grave diggers now. That is a lot of melons. That's Nitron's tool of doom. The most valuable for the scientist. Luckily, I think... Oh, do I have to do the parkour again? I don't actually know if I need to do the parkour again or not. We're gonna find out. You know, I really just don't want to, you know? Is it gonna let me, because I don't want to do this again. But it's not working, so... Alright. Is there another way to the room, maybe? I mean, we're sort of stuck in here now. So, Ariat decides to do the parkour. He thinks he's starting to get rather good at it. What a bore. You see, he realizes very quickly that every lie he tells himself is not going to progress him any further. Because the narrator knows everything and will make fun of him nonetheless. How did Nariot manage to pick the wrong door? He was literally told the options. He had solved it already. And now Nariot had to do his second least favorite part. Fall through cobwebs. But not from this side. That would be rather slow. I mean, sure, it'll be slow from this side too, but... at least he can jump there. And as Nariot fell, he realizes that there was probably a quicker way if he could just remember where. Nariot had not thought to check that. So Nariot fell, and fell, and fell. He also sprinted in the cobwebs. This did not change what speed he fell at, but he did fall, so... yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The editor, which is usually the narrator, was probably not going to edit this video. And he probably wasn't going to hand it to someone else to edit either. He realized that, someone would probably have fun watching a longer video of him just struggling through a map. Especially since he kept making these bad jokes. So, Nariot decided to break the melons. Of course, he's not very good at breaking melons. There we go. There you go, Nariot. Now you're figuring it out. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Message for followers. Hope enemies don't find it. I'm at naught. A watermelon I'm sorry, hold on, that made me laugh way too quickly. A watermelon researcher. Everyone thinks I like to eat them, but that's not entirely true. I studied these fruits for a long time, knowing that they are not what they seem. Melons contain a mysterious property. Watermelons are the home of beings who study humans. They want to take over the world. I built a machine in the basement to destroy them, but that is not enough. The watermelon ghosts I learned how to read back in kindergarten, I swear. The watermelon's ghosts want me to get rid of... The watermelon ghosts want to get rid of me, not letting me finish what I started. After reading this, beware, they'll attack you too. Bring my work to the end and save this house and the rest of the world. Now you have no choice. Well, you've certainly put me in a predicament here. Behind this wall is the TP chair. Put this pressure plate there. And also, here's something that can open Nitron's chest. Was there Hold on. Was there a chest in here that I couldn't open before? No, that's just an odd treasure chest. So it was not Nitron. He invited Harriet to this house, but unfortunately died. Harriet, the scientist, saw the message on the wall and discovered the terrible truth. Now, he had to help, otherwise the watermelon ghosts... Sorry, I'm trying to keep a straight face here. ...would haunt him! This is the most ridiculous plot I have ever seen. That's not a bad thing, it's just, it is ridiculous. Well, do I need... Oh, you know what? I probably need to go through. And, it's non-linear, I think. I think that's what needs to happen, is I need to go back all the way through. Luckily, it appears like this is right here. We're definitely not finding all of them. I think we're, close to the climax of the map here. If anyone knows film terms, they should know what I mean when I say that, you know? The, point of highest tension. Although it may also just be the end. For all I know, this might not even be the point of highest... Although we've never gone through those doors yet. You hurt me now! Ah! Oh dear. Closed the door behind me, I suppose. So those are the watermelon ghosts, huh? They don't look much like watermelons. Just saying. You know. I don't think they care, but they don't look like watermelons. So we, now know that their husks are inside there. Because they're too tall to go through 2-block holes. And, never mind. Ah, yes, we're back here. This... No, wrong thing. Can open Nitron's chest. So that shouldn't be able to open this, right? Yeah. Alright, well. Now, you need it. Harriet. I know our name, Harriet. Our name. No. I am the narrator. I am not Harriet. Of course, despite not being, Harriet, I was still trying to search rather quickly through all these rooms to try and find where I was going. You cannot hurt these creatures. They will kill you instead. I wish I could close these rooms behind me, but then I'd have no way to get back through. This is the cursed room. Cursed, I've decided, is what we're going with. Now, Harriet just had to find these doors. But Harriet was not very good at finding doors, you see. Harriet is, he's blind. Harriet was getting close. He could feel it. He thinks. Or he was just heading in some random direction with no genuine plan of what to do. But honestly, Harriet didn't care which one was true, and it turns out that Harriet was right. Ah! Nitron's chest. Delta. Nitron's note and world saver. Alright, first we read. Whoa! Nitron has foreseen everything. After reading the note, Harriet got out of the room using all his acquainted tools and went to the gun hatch to the basement. I know where that is. This room is a trap for the ghosts. They should be dying from slime. If you've decided to help me, you should open the basement door under the fragile staircase and activate the anti-ghost machine. Hope it'll work. If not, then the trap door in my secret room will open. Go up the ladder and turn off the antenna using the machine in the attic. It should help. Great. So we all know what we're going to have to do, right? We're going to... Yeah. Okay. World Saver can break a block of gold. This is the tool that's breaking the blocks of gold for us? Really? How do we leave? We're gonna have to go through there, aren't we? Or, you know, are we supposed to jump on them? No, we actually... What the... Are you sure? An axe for this job. I mean, this takes forever. No, that's actually painful to do. I mean that metaphorically, of course. It's like, it's not actually hurting me. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I'm so dumb. Just need to break 2. I can climb the bookshelves now. Like a true hero. Right? That's what true heroes do. They climb bookshelves. Or wait, did I not even need to break these all? Do I now need to get... Oh, okay. We just need to go layer by layer. No. This one. Wait. We not been here before? We totally have, right? Am I going crazy? Could have sworn we'd been here before. Anyway, let's begin grave digging. Uh-huh. That's just painting, though. That doesn't actually... See, I told you. Climax. Point of highest tension. Except, we're actually really calm right now. I blame the narrator. Oh, wait, I am the narrator. I blame myself, apparently. Where do we need to go? Oh, right. Those blocks of gold at that staircase. Where is that staircase? Seems like some of their AIs are bugged out a bit here. Okay, you know, let's just take... Oh, that's a fun detail. I wish all of them had that. Actually, I don't want... I mean, yeah, kinda. Alright. The narrator continues narrating as our wonderful hero, Harriet, continues moving forwards. Except Harriet's going the entire wrong direction. It appears that Harriet is not all that smart, and that Harriet is also getting rather hungry. Harriet shuts the door behind him. Harriet walks through. And then walks through. And then works to evade as he continues through this maze of, holes. And then he drops down. He's been here before, he knew it. So back up he goes. Except, you know, plan's not very good. Because his plans just go to another room. Harriet goes to another room. Turns out that the narrator was beginning to get lazy, and no one wants that. Except for the fact that Harriet had no idea where he was going. This would not be a problem normally, except for the fact that Harriet was trying to actively save the world. And you see, when you are actively trying to save the world and you have no idea where you are going, you're not doing a very good job at actively saving the world now, are you? So Harriet goes through. Then he realizes he's here again. Harriet does not like here. He also realizes that he is definitely not editing this video because he does not have enough time because of how close it is to this video coming out, despite the fact that the video does not come out at night. He does not want to stay awake all night editing. And it is, well, it's the night before this video comes out, I'm being honest. I was really busy. To the point that, I'm gonna try to keep the upload schedule the same, but might have to reduce it to every other week. I know, no one wants that. Me neither, alright? I love making these videos. I hate parkour, though. Harriet decides to focus, while the narrator continues making jokes. Okay. Harriet's just, he's really starting to get annoyed. Harriet wishes that he had the ability to fly, but you see, Harriet does not. Because no matter how many times Harriet tries to cheat, it almost seems like the game is one step ahead of him. Like they expected him to get brutally frustrated over a long period of time because he kept having to do parkour. And now Harriet was in this room. Harriet really wished he wasn't in this room. Harriet hates these rooms, but Harriet doesn't really have a choice. So Harriet goes along with it anyway. Harriet's falling. Harriet wonders how the camera is picking everything up in the face cam. He wonders some more. Then he realizes that the webcam has actually been off for a while, apparently. He does not actually know why. So he realizes that some of the jokes don't make any sense. He decides to try and fix it, but it does not seem to be working. He tries everything that he can, including actually finding the light switch. It doesn't seem to do anything. So he turns it off. Unless it was actually working and, his system was just lying to him. But he doesn't want to worry about that right now. Now, Harriet, being this wonderful world saver that he is, decides to try and look for these, golden stick. We know where the trapdoor is, right? It's right in here. That goes there. Harriet continues, wandering around aimlessly, as if he has some sort of half-decent plan. Spoiler alert, he does not. He does not have a plan at all. Harriet does not know what he is doing. Harriet is just trying to find a staircase with a couple of gold blocks in it. Harriet feels like he has actually walked through the entire house by now. Which he almost has, actually. That's kind of sad. Turns out that Harriet not only has almost walked through the entire building, but he keeps making the exact same mistakes. Does Harriet hop out a window? Yeah, why not? Okay, we are back in the cursed room, Ariat says. Ariat knows that this is the cursed room because he is actually blind. And then all of a sudden, he's fine. And this is where the gold blocks lay. Ariat decides to break the further one in hopes that it doesn't have multiple layers of gold. Or it actually leads somewhere. Honestly, I just hate the fact that we are using an axe. Ariat has regrets. Ariat lets out a deep exhale as he realizes what has just happened. And then Then Ariat goes back to trying to find where on earth he is going. Ariat continues through this maze of holes with theories of walls and whatever other joke or reference he can make. Ariat realizes he should have broken the other block, but it's too late for hindsight. Now what Ariat must do is figure out how to activate the machine. He checks the notes. This room is a trap for ghosts, blah blah blah. Under the fragile staircase, and activate the anti-ghost machine. How do you activate an anti-ghost machine? Well, turns out that Ariat does not know. There we go. Ariat is beginning to figure it out. We're starting to question. Careless scientists blew up the machine. Fortunately, Nitron wrote what to do in that case. Dangerous development, do not enter. Wonderful. So I blew up the machine. That is, very nice, isn't it? That's what you all want to hear when you're saving the world. So anyway, now, we need to go all the way back. I wonder if we could have just died. I'm gonna try that. And it's worked. This is now open. Ariat is glad to hear that. So he begins destroying watermelon. Because this is what all people do when they're happy, right? Right? You're not going to tell Ariat that he's wrong, are you? Surely not. No one would ever do such a thing, would they now? No one would be so rude to tell Ariat that he is wrong for how he chooses to celebrate. Why, that would just be unkind, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. Ariat is feeling a sense of dread of having to search through a chest monster. Diamond block. Ariat searches through so many chests that he's starting to wonder if chests are even real. Or if this is all some sort of video game that he lives in. Or if maybe, just maybe, he has made one too many meta jokes for the video. Ariat begins destroying melons because he has no idea what else to do. Because he assumes that there is one more block in this room. Of course, he has no evidence to back up this idea. Harriet would also like to remind everyone that this map was made without the use of any mods. He has no idea about data packs, though. He didn't think to check. So this goes on the block of diamond. That's great and all, except it doesn't actually help. There are a lot of melons, okay? I don't even... There we go. Harriet continues through a door. It's a door with some old wood behind it. Is this a parkour room? No, I don't think so. Harriet thinks how it would have been a better decision to make the icebreaker an axe instead of the world saver. But it was too late for hindsight for the developer, for the map had already been released to the general public. Did I just get lucky? Was that supposed to be... I think I might have just got wrong key. I think I might have just gotten lucky, actually. That is... It's either I got lucky or it was coded to do that. In either case, I'm very happy. Harriet noticed an issue. Harriet is not sure exactly how to fix the issue either. Or maybe it's not as much of an issue as Harriet thinks. Never mind, Harriet's gonna have to... deal with that later. Yes, the narrator's reaction was incredibly delayed. This machine was too complicated for Harriet. How to turn off the antenna was not clear. After thinking a little and deciding to manually break the antenna, the scientist climbed to the roof. Are you sure it's worth trying? Was actually the same joke I was going to make. I'm glad that that was a joke that was pre-coded into this. Which, yeah, they almost definitely... There we go. Now, which one's the antenna? I have regrets. Is that a melon ghost? Harriet is going to die. And Harriet's okay with that. After all, he was just going around breaking an antenna manually. Harriet was really hoping that he was close to finish this map. But he had no idea. But it was getting late enough that he really, really was beginning to wish that he had chosen to do this in multiple parts. Too late for hindsight, though. Do I need to break every one of these gold blocks? Like, or can I just, you know... I want to find out what's the least amount of blocks that I can break for this. How do I even know if it's done? What if I try game mode survival? So that I can... I feel like it's changing it back too quickly. They probably have a command block set to change it back, I would think. I guess it's not even telling me that the command ran. I don't know. Harriet sat there, breaking a block of gold with an axe. It was interesting. In real life, an axe would break gold way quicker than it was here. Harriet, of course, did not care. Harriet did not care for this boring factoid that the narrator was so kind to share. Instead, Harriet goes to breaking melons. Because of course he does. Harriet is not actually entirely sure what he is doing. Harriet's really just throwing his head against the wall in hopes of something sticking. Maybe he'll find his marbles in there. Well, Harriet was beginning to get progressively more worried that he had managed to make a mistake. So, he ran a command. And it sent him back a bit, so that he would be able to try to continue. He was curious of how much more of the antenna that he could actually destroy from the top, and if maybe it was checking something there. But Harriet realized that he had no way to climb, so there was certainly a limit to how far he could reach. No way. Oh my goodness, it worked! Well, Harriet was back where he was before. So now he truly needed to figure out what he was supposed to do. After all, he believed that he had destroyed the, antennae. But instead, he runs a command again. Because he really thinks that he is making some sort of major mistake. Of course, he doesn't actually know for sure yet. It is truly just speculation. Nonetheless, there is a chance that his speculation is correct. Harriet was not a fan of gas, despite the fact that he had more of a problem with magma cubes, which only about 20 people would get the reference to. No one truly knew why Harriet hated gas so much. He just did. Harriet swears that he had parried that. But it did not matter. The game overlords decided that he didn't. Harriet realizes that he can climb here, and wonders if this is actual progression that he's about to make, or simply just this. He was worried that it would be just that. Especially considering that he has no idea how to progress any further. Alright, now Harriet was absolutely certain that he had indeed destroyed the antenna. So he went back to destroying pumpkins to try and look for a way out. He was getting rather worried that he was stuck, because he had made some sort of grave mistake. Maybe in a joke that he had made. Oh wait, Harriet hasn't made any jokes. That was all the narrator. Harriet should be fine. It turns out that Harriet was just blind. Now Harriet wondered if he could kill this creature. And it was true, he could, but there were multiple of them. After the broken antenna, and falling below roof, the roof, Harriet the scientist found himself in an even more abandoned attic. Hearing the terrible sound of scientist Harriet realized that this was the main hideout of the watermelon ghosts. Luckily, he had a powerful diamond axe to defend himself. It's true. It is rather powerful. Okay, that is way more powerful than I thought. How powerful was this one? About that powerful. Take note, folks. Harriet was in a maze. He had not realized it before. But he's realized it now. Yes, he is in a maze where he is destined to die. But Harriet does not like that thought, so he decides to be stubborn and go through the maze. Harriet is very good at removing the skulls of creatures with the diamond axe. He is almost as good as an old Nordic Viking. Now, how interesting is that? What's that? Not interesting at all. Well, okay then. Harriet did not listen to you, of course, because he thought that the narrator's reference was rather funny. But also, it was not Harriet's place to decide what the viewer found funny. So the narrator continued on. The narrator was just as confused as Harriet as why there was a pile of melons here. Then he realized maybe he was supposed to do something, like break them, but he was too busy getting stuck in cobwebs. Harriet decided he didn't want to break them, because Harriet was lazy. And all of a sudden, Harriet was back at the start. Did I really have to walk through cobwebs immediately? Oh, that's just sad. Harriet goes about with his axe. He is in the main hideout, of course, and he is unsure what he is looking for. But his ghost friend was nowhere around to help him. How unfortunate, after all the time they had spent together. Perhaps this was all part of the ghost's plan to ditch him, despite the fact that that ghost appears to be Nitron, who has a very old name. The ghost of Nitron, we assume, or Nort, we assume, has appeared to ditch him despite him doing exactly what Nort has asked. This did not bother anyone, actually. No one really cared. Harriet had found an iron door. All he needed was to provide it with some power. Harriet, of course, was unsure how to do such a thing. So he wandered. Why did he wander? Well, exactly to where he assumed he would be able to provide power. To the massive stack of watermelons. Because why wouldn't that be where the power supply is? Harriet realizes he has no idea what he is talking about very quickly, and decides to just do what he thinks the game wants him to do. And it worked. All of a sudden, Harriet decided to jump down a massive hole. You know, at first Harriet was rather curious why he had named his axe the Mansion Griefer. Now he understood. He has destroyed every part of this mansion. He had also collected a lot of item frames, to the point that he has almost collected them all, despite knowing for a fact that he has missed multiple. The scientist escaped from the ghost Harriet's attic by falling into a gap and landing in the basement next to the prototype of another anti-ghost machine. Since destroying the antenna didn't seem to work, the dangerous and unstable machine was the last chance for Harriet. He had to take the risk. The risk, folks. He had to take the risk. Anti-ghost machine prototype. Dangerous, may cause death, do not touch. Harriet had 1.5 minutes to get to the truck and leave to not die. Since the main gate is locked, the scientist was forced to find another way around. I regret this even more now. Is this actually timed? I assume it is. I wonder if we can actually win by dying. This is gonna take like 1.5 minutes just to break. Harriet is taking his sweet, sweet time. Harriet's considering just jumping into the lava and seeing if there was a previous save point that it'll bring him to. He realizes that that wish is probably pointless. He realizes that he could have saved a lot of time by just breaking that lower. So we pull the lever. We run. And this time, Harriet does not make the same mistake. Harriet was unsure of how he was going to leave. After all, he was told that the main gate had shut, and he was even there to experience it. Harriet wonders how it's checking how long he has to live. But in the end, he realizes that he doesn't really care. In search for another way out, Harriet decides to just walk over to the main gate anyway. Because Harriet really thinks that there's probably some grave that he can dig up, I guess. I don't know. Aha! Harriet was wrong. But he did find a couple of item frames, so that's good enough for him. Harriet realizes that he is about to die. Yep, Harriet's now dead. But Harriet also assumes that he has saved himself a great deal of time by now. Harriet, of course, is correct in this assumption. Harriet decides to look for another path, and then realizes that there isn't one, and that he happens to just be bad at this. Harriet has fallen into a grave. Harriet is now back on track. Harriet is blind, but not super blind, just blind enough, you know. Harriet still has no idea how to leave. But he is digging a lot of graves. He is definitely going to be arrested for this. You know, a psychiatrist... I'm tired, guys, I'm sorry. A psychiatrist may actually be a good idea, regardless of whether people believe that he is telling the truth. Somehow I've gotten a score of 2,422, despite never collecting a single piece of experience. This is what happens when you lie on your resume. That is a joke that 3 people will find funny. You know what? No, I don't actually. Harriet decides to just go somewhere. He doesn't even have a plan, if we're being honest. He sort of just... Harriet was actually really hoping that that would work. Because he really did not have any other plan at all. Harriet looks and realizes he has no other way to open the gate. So he decides to begin inspecting graves, in hopes that maybe there was something that he had missed. Then he died. Harriet does a lot of that. Remembering that the gate had closed behind him and that he needed to find another way, Harriet goes to the roof. Yep, Harriet goes to the roof. Everyone's confused why Harriet goes to the roof until you realise that the roof happens to be located at the roof. Or, you know, Harriet does that. Did that work? I think it did, actually. No way. I don't know if that was intended to work, but now we just need to try and run to our van. Harriet has no idea whether or not that was the intended solution, but really just cares that he gets back to his van. Harriet is running out of time and has no idea if he needs to go to the back or the front of his van. Harriet got so close and so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter, because Harriet died. Yep, he died. And no one ever heard from Harriet again. Honestly, no one really cared either. Turns out that Harriet was not very well liked by his friends and family. They all preferred his wife. Harriet was now going as fast as he can. Harriet this time planned to try to get... Wait, no, he remembered there was a button in the back of his truck. It said, "Go home." He thought he would press that if he could make it there in time. He knew that he couldn't. But a man can dream. Harriet thinks, what if he managed to make no mistakes? Would he still be able to make it there on time with his current route? He realized that it didn't actually matter because he made so many mistakes that there was no way that he would make it there on time. Because you see, Harriet does not know how to walk, apparently. That's right, we're still roasting Harriet. That teleporter has a way too long animation for Harriet, and Harriet gives up. He decides maybe it's time to search for another career option. Instead, he just jumps onto the fence, jumps over. Maybe there's a quicker way to get to a fence that we can jump over? Harriet is dead. I, again, almost timed that perfectly. Alright. Boom. First non-mistake made. Bam. Alright, we're slowing down on our number of mistakes. It's not actually slowing down on the mistake, it's reducing the mistakes. Alright, we're here. Go, 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 go. Harriet has made it through. The quickest he has ever made it before. It's almost as if he's worried that he is going to die. I have no idea why Harriet may be worried. For you see, Harriet is just a member of a video game. He will respawn later. But he doesn't really care. Because respawning surely must be rather painful. Harriet senses that he is running out of time. And Harriet succeeds. After these events, the house was restored and populated by new residents who arrived on their own, not knowing what had happened. Due to the destruction of all ghosts here, people have lost their fear of this place. Many years passed. Harriet built his own machine to get rid of the ghosts left outside the house, but this time, nothing worked. Poor Harriet the scientist exploded, leaving countless watermelon ghosts around the world intact. Until one day, people learned the terrible truth about their favorite delicious fruit and took decisive action. But that is a completely different story. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I found one secret I want to see what happens. Okay, it checks. Harriet! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I actually had a lot of fun, despite, how